Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today we will be going over my Week 9 prop picks. Okay, college football Week 9 prop picks. Videos coming to you a little late this week. See, my allergies are kind of messing up. Also had a lot of things coming up this week, so I'm getting this video out a little late, but it's worth the wait. Hopefully, you get to look at it. That's why it's important to subscribe and like my videos, as I've been telling you guys. Trying to move them back to Friday gives me more time to research, kind of understand trends and stuff like that. So that's why we kind of push the video back a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and get into our video today and our show, and I feel like it'll be an interesting one. Always remember, keep what you like, leave what you don't. But I'm not gonna be offended if anyone's like, hey, I only like this pick or I don't like that pick. I've had people in my comments say stuff like that, and I'm more than okay with it because everyone has their opinions. A lot of time I take, your opinion or you have your research and I'll look it up and I'll be like, hey man, it's a pretty good thing, that open dialogue is good. Um, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with last week, 5 for 5, 50%, not very good. 52 for 38, not very good, 58%. Overall college football. And I'm at 63% as far as year to date, all sports. Once again, 5 for 10, we got to get better. We got to get better and we will get better. And first thing we're going to do is talk about Malik Murphy. There's not a lot of information out about Malik Murphy unless you just know him personally or you've seen him personally play. Um, Seen him in high school, seen something like that. I'm just going off some of the film I've seen from him. I've seen him at a spring game. He has a rocket for an arm. There's a reason why. There's a reason why we don't have Arch Manning playing. I'm just gonna leave that there. Um, this guy has a lot of skill. He is a very good passer. As long as they're not grounding the ball all game, running it, he's going over his 238.5 passing yards. Next guy is Drake May. Drake May came through for us. I see this being a good game script for him. I feel like they've lost, so they're going to open it up just a little bit more, going forward, knowing that they already have that loss under their schedule. I think they'll start letting Drake May just kind of really throw the football around. He's already averaging 321 yards. Georgia Tech defense is horrible. There's no way they can stop him. He should be able to go up and down the field on these guys. And with that being said, I like his over 290 passing yards. Next guy, this is another guy that maybe not a lot of people know about him. The first time I saw him, he was playing in North Texas. So I love Jason Bean's ability to run the football, make plays on the run. I feel like they'll give him opportunities to do that, but he'll also be throwing the football to open receivers, hopefully. This Oklahoma defense is not the best, but their offense is almost the best, which means Jason Bean's going to need a lot of passing yards to keep up with this explosive offense. And so I love the fact that, you know, Oklahoma will struggle defensively if Kansas runs the right plays, get it to their backs, do what you have to do. It's a low number, 209 passing yards for Jason Bean. Next guy is Caleb Williams. Going back to the well again with him, as you see, his projections are great as far as that's concerned. Looking at his future, it's bright in the NFL and all that. But for the time being, I feel like he's going to totally annihilate Cal. I feel like it's going to be a street show. He does very good. It's gonna be a show of just how cars are just passing by and it's just touchdown, 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 or just driving. I feel like that's what it is. It's just going to be a bunch of cars going through, but it's going to be him throwing the ball all over the field. I love this over his passing yards. I feel he has a lot to prove. 284. It's already kind of went up to 290, but I would still take that, as you can see with his projected score. Spencer Rattler, man, he's another guy who is facing Texas A&M lockdown defense type, but very good against the run. Not so much against, decent against the pass. They're good against the pass as well. But I don't see South Carolina's defense stopping anybody, which means Spencer Rattler will have the ball a lot because Texas A&M should go up and down the field on them, which is going to leave him with a lot of empty yards and a lot of times where he's just kind of, trying to get the ball down the field and doing the best he can. So I love his over 244 passing yards. I feel like it's way too low for his average passing yards to be almost 30, well, it is 33 yards less. Carson Beck's another one where his average passing yards is in 300s, maybe a little bit because at that time they were just relying on the pass, but in a way they still are. I think you can stop this Georgia offense from running. I think it's going to be kind of up to Carson Beck a lot, how well he plays. I think he's going to play great, and I got his over 267.5 passing yards. His number finally came back to where I feel comfortable picking him. Next guy is Hudson Card. Experience, talent, what we love here. He's playing a stout Nebraska defense, but I feel like some of Nebraska's defensive numbers are not as concrete as they seem. So I see this as an opportunity for Hudson Card to have a good game. He struggled a couple times, but I feel like it's his time to go. Over 213.5 passing yards. That's a very low number. Brandon Rice, Kerry Rice's son, he's playing against a team that kind of talked about it early. BYU struggles on defense, and they definitely struggle in the secondary. I see Brandon Rice getting this number with maybe one or two big catches. And with that being said, I love his over 55.5 receiving yards. Here's Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur has been a guy that I've played multiple times, and I must admit, almost every time I play him, I've won. He has a great ability to throw the football. Now, UCLA has a great defense, a really good defense. But I feel like there'll be a lot of empty yards where Sanders kind of just wraps up the game by getting a bunch of empty yards, hopefully an empty touchdown. And like I said, I love his over 23.5 fantasy score. Last but not least, Jordan Travis, going for this Heisman Trophy. Team is undefeated. I just see him finding a way against a very, very bad Wake Forest defense. I feel like him just having a field day. Hopefully it's not a blowout before he gets to our number. I love his over 24.5 fantasy score. Quick recap. We have Murphy over 238, Bean over 209 passing, Williams over 284 passing, Rattler over 244 passing, Beck over 267 passing, Card over 213, Rice over 55.5 receiving yards, May over 290 passing yards, Sanders over 22.5 fantasy score, and Travis over 24.5 fantasy score. If you love the picks, like I said earlier, keep them. If you don't, then just leave them. And I appreciate you liking and subscribing to videos. The more subscriptions, the more I'm gonna try to do these videos. So I need you to pass the word along, or if you are a person that watches my videos, go ahead and subscribe because I get way more views than subscribers. It's free to subscribe and it keeps the content coming a little bit faster and a little bit better. And like I said, and like I always say, let's have a bull market.